ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. Very good.
اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Yesterday we stopped at ayah number 8, and again the surah, by the way, the Surah Al Isra. What's the other name of Surah Al Isra?
Bani Israel.
Bani Israel. Fatah Allah alayk. That is another name. You know exactly. So it has two names, Surah Al Isra and Bani Israel. Both names, exactly. So he couldn't find it because he was looking at Isra, but it's Bani Israel in his.
Bani Israel.
Exactly. Why is Bani Israel? Why is the surah called Bani Israel? Because it has a lot of news there about Bani Israel, about what's going to happen to them, about what they did, what they have done, and what's going to happen to them. So as you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he started the surah, it started with what? With Bani Israel. Bani Israel story that they will do what? Corruption on earth 2 times. How many times?
2 times.
2 times. Corruption on earth 2 times. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make them superior on earth for also 2 times. But after that, what's going to happen? They will be destroyed. Destroyed. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroys somebody, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroy people?
When they cross the line.
When you cross the line. So 2 things, very important for us to understand. Why Allah created this world? Why Allah created this world? Two things very important. Number 1,
Ibadah.
to see His Qudra. Qudra. You know Qudra, yeah? Power. You know what's power? When somebody gets out of line, I'm trying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with His mercy tried to put him back on line. If he refuses, he get destroyed. Number 1. Number 2, testing environment, testing room for everybody. So when everybody comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will have a complete evidence against that person to be sent to hell or if you have the package to go to the Jannah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will let you go. So let's just dive to this ayat. So we don't we stopped yesterday at ayah number 8. إن هذا القرآن, ayah number 9, إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we remember the Surah Al-Fatiha. What happened in Surah Al-Fatiha? Every day you see what? اهدنا.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is answering you. إن هذا القرآن يهدي. This Quran gives you the guidance. You ask him 17 times a day for guidance. He's telling you what? إن هذا القرآن يهدي. You know, so إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين. So this Quran is a guidance for what? To the best thing, to the upright thing. What's the upright thing? The istiqamah, to be on a straight path. This is the aqwam, you know, to be a straight path. You know, this is what the Quran is going to guide you to. The best moral character, the best action, and the best ibadah. This is what it is. This is Quran will lead you. وَيُبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. So it يَهْدِي لَلَّذِي هِيَ أَقْوَمُ. It means what? It has all what you need. You know, when you are collecting your, say brother Ahadullah is traveling to upstate New York. What brother Ahadullah has to have in his car? Gas. If he's gonna go a longer trip, he has to have the food. He has to have the sandwiches. He has to have everything. This is what the Quran has. Everything you need. All these items you need to be guided. That's the Quran is gonna give you. وَيُبَشِّرْ. And then on the top of this, there is a bushra, good news. For who? The mu'min. The people who, but good news for, if you don't even feel it, if you don't even comprehend it, if you don't even care. A lot of people don't care what's going to happen. Okay, you don't care, you don't care. You know, so they're not going to even feel about these good or glad tidings. وَيُبَشِّرَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ الَّذِينَ يَعْمَلُونَ الصَّالِحَاتِ. Those who do what?
Good thing.
Good deeds. What's the amal al-salih? What is the amal al-salih? How you determine that the amal al-salih is a good deed? Because everybody can come and say, oh, I'm doing amal salih, I'm doing amal salih. Everybody can come with his action and say, no, no, no. Amal salih has to have two requirements. Number one, Amar Allah bih, Allah have ordered. Number two, it has to be complying with the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, what he have done. Or one of his companions. الخلفاء الراشدين المهديين عليكم بسنتي وسنة الخلفاء الراشدين المهديين من بعدي. Okay, so any of the companions, like for example, Tarawih in Jama'ah. Tarawih in Jama'at, the Prophet never did it. Umar ibn al-Khattab, he instituted that, he started that. We did it. Because one of his Sahaba, and he said, whatever these Sahaba, these are my students. These are my generation. These are the people who saw what is, they learned the deen from me. Follow them. That's it. End of the story. Anybody else coming after, he's making his ijtihad. You know what ijtihad means? Like he take with evidence and trying to come to the best. He might be right, he might be wrong. He might be 90% right, he might be, and so on and so forth. But the most, the thing which we have to be, complying with is what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his Sahaba. Anything else they never did, is out of their sunnah, is better not to do. Because if you do something extra you're not supposed to do, you're making actually a bigger sin. So as we see, people go to the tombs, people go to the graves, people go wear stuff, people do all kind of stuff. Never the Prophet, never his companion did the stuff like that. We have to be careful of what we see. Amal Salih, Prophet and his
companion.
That's it. أن لهم أجرا كبيرا. They have a huge reward. وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة. And those who does not believe in the آخرة, in the hereafter, أعتدنا لهم عذابا أليما. So how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will know that people don't believe in آخرة? How? Say, for example, this guy doesn't believe in Akhirah. How Allah will know? No, but Allah is fair. Allah is fair. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent messengers from the people to guide them. He's fair. So Allah will test the people. Will test the people. He'll test everybody. We'll see. If you have a belief in the Akhirah, you believe in that you're going to be resurrected, you're going to come in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you won't have done that bad deed. Accountability. Okay, so say for example, you see, you're walking an Uber driver or whatever, somebody came, a guy from Germany, he sat in your car in the back seat, he have $10,000 in his pocket or in his bag, he left his bag, you send him, you drop him at the hotel, and the guy forgot the bag in your car. Okay, you have a big, mashallah, big beard, big thawb, everything, after you dropped him off, you found the bag. What you gonna do? Are you gonna say you're gonna go back and ask about the guy in the reception? Where is Mr. So and so? Or this guy I dropped, and give him his bag?
Return.
Or you're gonna say, I think this guy is kafir, man. Let me take his money and forget about it. That's what it is. This is a test from Allah to see you if you believe in the Akhirah or no. Because if you believe in Akhirah, if you believe in accountability, you believe in that this is not yours, you return it regardless. But that's the test. And Allah's test is, all the time Allah's test is pop quiz. You know what pop quiz means? Comes suddenly. Allah want to see how you're going to control your anger. He made somebody in front of you, call you names, curse you. How are you going to control your anger? It's a question. Some people get out of their mind. They might be a good person, good person, but under the pressure, he curses. Even in the masjid of Allah, he doesn't really care what he's doing. He acts like, wow, I guess you're getting somebody from the ghettos. It's just horrible. I swear to God. That is one of the things the Prophet ﷺ, he said what? The qawi, the person who's strong, is what controls his anger. He controls himself. And this is one of the big things. We get out of rage, You know, and people can do a lot of things. Only you get it just happen also in household. Somebody gets out of rage on his wife, on his kids. You see it all the time happen. He beat them up. You see, Allah gave you that power. Allah gave you that power to control. It's not to have the power. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who has all power, wallahi, if He will take us with our injustice, with our sins, He won't even leave us on earth. So He wants us to control ourselves. Very important, wallahi, because one of the things which the moral character, controlling even the tongue, what I will say.
Yes.
If I know something it will upset somebody, I won't say it. If I will say a word which cause confusion, I won't say it. That's very important. So we said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He'll would all the time, He'll test everybody to see does he believe in akhirah or no. And remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that word of akhirah when? Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Akhirah, very important. Because if you don't believe in akhirah, you know, you're not going to be able to do anything good. ويدعو الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير. The person, the human, will call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the shar. He does what Allah means here. The person doesn't know it's a shar. The person doesn't know it's something which is not good. It's harmful for him. Like for example, he's asking Allah, please Allah, let me get a job in this company. You know, he doesn't know that it's this company. He might see a lady. She will tempt him. She will give him, breakfast, here you go, this and that. And Allahu A'lam what he would do with her after. He spent with the lady, he spent in the office 12 hours a day, 8 hours a day. Nobody knows. You know, so you will say, you know, you do istikhara. This is here the istikhara comes in place. Ya Allah, if this is good for me. First of all, you see when the istikhara, it's better for my deen. The deen. You know, why? Because this is what is most important. The money, it's not going to stay with you. The kids is not going to stay with you. The wife is not going to stay with you. Everything is going to go. The only thing is going to stay with you in the qabr.
Your deed.
That's why the Munkar wa Nakir, when they come and ask you, what they ask you, what the question about? What's the question about? What they ask you in the grave? Deen. You know, what do you believe in? Who is your prophet? What's your deen? So on and so forth. That is the deen. So if you don't know your deen on earth, you're not going to know it in the grave. You know? So that is very important for us to understand. So when we ask Allah, Ya Allah, whatever is the best for my deen, give it to me. I don't know. وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. This is another test all the time happens.
Yeah.
Somebody start, Allah give him some guidance, he want to be a good Muslim, he want to have hidayah, he want to have so on and so forth. And what happened? He want to see himself like, wow, the best sheikh, the best alim, the best. He doesn't see the effect, he falls again. Even worse. Everything has to have takes you what? Some time. Ajula means somebody who's what? Something ajil, quick. You have to worry. Remember, you've been sinning 20 years. You're expecting like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you guidance in one day. Allah has to test you to see if you are coming to Him because of Him, because of Allah, and because of the akhirah, and because you're fearing the adhab, or you are doing it because any other purpose. You see it happens for a lot of people. For example, reverts. People who change, become Muslims. Okay? After they become Muslims, you see all kind of problems happening to them. You know, his mom or his dad kick him out of the house. His relatives or their friends, they're not talking to them. Yeah, his job, they kick him out. He has no money. He has nothing. Allah is testing him. Basically, Allah said, you see him, did you come to Islam because of anybody else or because of me? Some of them, under these kind of pressure, they go back.
Yes.
You know, they say, Islam, and then the biggest thing is you don't see any support. Muslims are basically selfish. Okay, they're only looking for themselves, their interest. You know, so when they don't see even a Muslim help them. Oh, brotherhood, ummah, all this is just words, empty words.
Lip service.
Lip service. There you go. So they go back. Oh, their family, they go back to Christianity. You know, they go back. That's why one of the things which we have, if we don't not gonna live inside the home and inside the masjid, an environment encouraging for the kids will go on the street. They're gonna go with their friends. They're gonna go with the media, with the social media. They're gonna go out of Islam. You know, very important to not to be selfish. This is a big problem we have. وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ آيَتَيْنِ. And we have made the day and the night آيَتَيْن. Two signs of us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said the day and the night are signs. And we said before, we talked about the day and night so many times. One of the things is we said what? That during the day, there is a lot of chemical processes happening in your body rather than the night. Your body, for example, at night secretes melatonin. Melatonin helps you to sleep. If you don't get subjected to daylight, what's going to happen? You have a deficiency in vitamin D. And we said, so everything Allah had done it for a purpose, reason, you know, for your benefit. For your benefit as a human. Also Allah is saying that also the orders I have brought down in the Quran with the Prophet Muhammad and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ Sunnah is what? It's for your benefit. Same thing I have the day and night for your benefit. Okay, the revelation is for what? For your benefit. You know, talking to the human being. فَمَحَوْنَا آيَةَ اللَّيْلِ. We have when the night passed away, or goes. وَجَعَلْنَا آيَةَ النَّهَارَ مُبْصِرًا. And we'll leave the nahar, we'll leave the day totally as clear as people can see, so bright, basically. لِتَبْتَغُوا. Bright, so what? Remember, before they didn't have what? You know, there's no electricity. You know, there's no power. So the only thing they use is what? Sunlight. Yeah. So جعلنا لتبتغوا. So the reason is Allah have done this لتبتغوا فضلا من ربكم ولتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب. So during the sunlight, you'll do your traveling in the morning. You'll go to the markets.
Do your job.
You'll do your job. You'll go here, you'll go there. وَلِتَعْلَمُوا. And then, the only thing what we talked before about what? Knowing the day and the night and know the calculation and know the years. How do we know that? How do we know that? The movement of the earth around the sun. The movement of the earth around itself. You know, the movement, when the earth move around itself, what that? That's one day. When the earth move around the sun, whole orbit, that's 1 year. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have created to us the mechanism which we can calculate. With this calculation, what can also we know? History. Okay? History, because without history, I won't even know that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he came with his message almost 1440 years ago, or whatever. And then Isa, and then Musa. So all this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have created as a system for us to know what's going on. وَكُلَّ شَيْءٍ فَصَّلْنَاهُ تَفْصِيلًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَكُلِّ شَيْءٍ فَصَّلْنَاهُ تَفْصِيلًا, that everything we have tailored. You know, when you go to the...
Everything in detail.
No, detail, or also it's exactly to fit you. You know, to fit, exact fit. When you go that mufassal in Arabic is the one who tailor. You know the tailor?
Yes.
Who does your dress? That is called mufassal.
Take the measurement.
Yufassal. Exactly on your so Allah subhanahu is everything I have made in a perfect size, perfect manner, harmony. Imagine if the sun and the moon and the earth are not working together. You won't have that system. You know? We talked about the gravity and how the gravitational force, if it's something is not accurate or something is more, the force is more or less, what's going to happen? Imagine if the sun temperature is a little higher, we would have burnt.
Yes.
Imagine the sun is less, we would we will freeze. So everything is done exactly with measurement to tailor your living here on earth. So it's not just having the system, is making you can have in a factory, you can have an equipment, but the equipment doesn't work. The equipment cannot control the product control. It gets you product, but that product is what? Have defects. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created everything in a perfect manner. وَكُلَّ إِنسَانٍ أَلْزَمْنَا. Why Allah bringing? And He comes all the time to the main thing. What's the main thing? He talks about Himself, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then He talks about who? He talks about the human. He talks about the creation. He talks about the layla, the shams, the moon, the sun, everything. And then what? He comes back to who? To us, the human. Why? I give you guidance. What are you going to do with that guidance? What are you going to do with my revelation? What are you going to do with your test? He bring it down all the time to the testing room. What are you going to do? What are you doing with the actions? Did you change yourself? Or are you still sleeping? Are you responding to the Prophet? Or are you still sleeping? So on and so forth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He bring it in. وَكُلَّ إِنسَانٍ أَلْزَمْنَاهُ طَائِرٌ فِي عُنُقٍ. We have the fate, the destiny of each one in his what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said what? In his neck. It's like a chain, very close. His fate. What's his fate means? Either he's going to Jannah or he's going to hellfire. It's very close to you. You know, we know what's going to happen, but we have to collect your evidence. We have to be just. So see, Allah left it a little bit. See, I'm talking about what? We have put the faith. Ya Rabb, so according to the faith, what's the faith? Your amal, your action, what you have done will determine your fate. What you have done what? We said everything is what? Videotaped footage. You know, whether anybody is going to say, we should talk to the example about the Uber driver. Oh, yeah, Allah, I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do it. Bring him the tape from that day when he dropped that guy. Definitely. Like let me tell you something. Like we said that example before. If you have a store, you're sitting at home now, okay? You say you have a store in Brooklyn, and you want to check on the employees. What do? You know, you have the camera. Remotely, you can check what these people are doing. You think Allah won't have that mechanisms? Because, you know, the able I can put secret cameras anywhere I want. I own the store. You know, you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He owns us. He created us. He created even the universe. So you don't think He has secret cameras to check on us? Yes. Because you cannot open your mouth. You got to open your mouth. You got to start. That's why He said, whoever start to argue with Allah in the hisab, he's done. Because Allah, like the federal government. You know the federal government? Almost 99% of the cases, federal government goes into trial, they win. Why? It's so patient. They collect evidence. They can wiretape somebody, follow somebody for 5 years to get evidence. To get what? Evidence, so they can win the case. That's the case. Wallah al-masal al-a'la, same thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send, when He sent Fir'aun to the hellfire, Fir'aun cannot open his mouth. Because He's going to show him all the evidence, what he have done. Video. Videotape. Everything is videotaped. Everything is videotape footage of everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has it. So, here you go. See, we're talking about here. وَنُخْرِجَ لَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. We'll get out at the day judgment, كِتَابًا. What's the kitab? Kitaban. Your CD. People think like the kitab will be like a book. No. It can be a book. It can be a CD. It can be, most likely it will be CD. Has videos, action, scenes of everything you have done. In your life, exactly. Yeah, everybody will have his own CD. Show him the footage. That is it. كتابا يلقاه منشورا. He will see it. He will see that book coming out, which is will find, lay it open to them to watch. Boom, play. See, you want to see for yourself? See, that's what's going to happen. اقرأ كتابك. Look at your evidence. Look at the evidence. اقرأ كتابك. Look at your videos. Look at your scenes. This day, when you were young, when you were old, when you were so on and so forth. اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك. This is wallahi one of the ayahs. كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of His justice, He will let the person
Read his own book.
read and sentence himself. كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. You the one who has full accountability over your action. You the one who's going to say, if somebody else was doing this, what would you have said? Would you give him Jannah or you would have given him hellfire? So people will sentence themselves because their action is all
Individual judge.
yes, حاضرة. You know, يعني Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in different ayah, everything will come in front of them. حاضرة.
What you did, whatever. Yeah.
Everything in front of you. So you said, Ya Allah, I deserved
I do the
hellfire, wal-'iyadhu billah. You know. And again, the person who is seeking,
You have to make your own judgment.
the person also,
After
yeah,
seeing it.
exactly. And the person who are seeking to gain Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward and to go to Jannah, Allah will show him if he have an X, red flag, he think like he's going to Jannah and there is a red flag, no, he's going to hellfire. He's going to say, why Allah, I did this. He'll bring him the evidence. You remember when you were giving that $5,000 to the masjid? You called 10 people, 15 people and said, oh, I gave the masjid $5,000, you see? And they don't want, so on and so forth. So, they said you give. The alim who's collecting money, donations, money to oh yeah, you were reciting Quran so beautiful. So people can say, oh, see how this beautiful voice, you know? So you can collect this money or this money or this money. Oh yeah, collected. How much was in the bank at that day? How much did they give you? Everything is there. Evidence is there. You know, and that's why I see a lot of people, like we said, we keep repeating the surah in Surah Al-Kahf. Surah Al-Kahf. Remember one of the ayahs? It said what? It said, do think people that الذين the people يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا means what? That the people think they were doing good. But at the end of the day, their amal wasn't good. Because it was done for different causes. For the dunya, the test. Man ihtada. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala see? He's talking to us about what? Hidayah. Man ihtada. Whoever gonna get guidance. فَإِنَّمَا يَهْتَدِيَ لِنَفْسِهِ. He will have guidance only for himself. Because Allah, you will only be saving yourself from the torture. وَمَنْ ضَلَّ فَإِنَّمَا يَضِلُّ عَلَيْهَا. And whoever will be misguided, he's only committing misguidance against himself.
Yeah.
وَلَا تَذْرُ وَاذِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. How many minutes we have?
1 minute.
1 minute. Let me finish with this. وَلَا تَذْرُ وَاذِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى means the burden, your burden. Wizr means what? Your
Burden.
your load of your load of what? Your luggage, your load of sins, your load of this. Nobody will carry it other than you. Okay, you cannot blame it on somebody. You know, the person who was following a tyrant, unjust ruler, a person who's following this guy and this guy and this guy, he cannot say, oh, Allah, I did this because he told me to do it. You know, Hasina told me to bring this sheikh from his home, or bring his wife, or bring his kids, or take their money, or do this and torture them. Hasina told me this. I just followed Hasina's order. So Allah, what Allah said to him? You were afraid from Hasina. You weren't afraid from me. You know?
Correct right there.
Not afraid of
Yeah, you're gonna be with Hasina. That's basically it. That is basically it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you believe in me? You believe I could help you? You believe in the Jannah? You believe in the hellfire? You believe even if she killed you? But you don't do something bad? You were following her, you're obeying her orders. Here you go. So that is what happened here. You know? So don't blame. Everybody's gonna try to use the blame language. You see when a team, okay, lose a game. Here you go. Cricket or football or soccer. Oh, this player, the keeper, the coach, this and that and that. Everybody's trying to give the wisdom to throw it on somebody else. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, I have a concrete evidence. Each one is what? Videotaped. Everyone, I have the footage of everybody. وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. And then we will not gonna send our punishment until we send messenger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent messenger for what reason? To clarify. This is His rahmah. This is the last what? Last call. You know the flight going out? Last call for flight.
Yeah.
Last call for Jannah, last call for hellfire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Prophet to say that last call. You know, to explain.
Inform the people.
They send the Prophet to inform the people, to tell them, you know, and clarify. These ulama who have the good intentions are there for here to give the clarification of the deen. Information of the, to make everything clear. Like right now, we make it clear. This is very important, so we understand what's happening. Quran is a book of guidance, but we have to make it clear and what? And applicable to our time. When I came here right now, I told you the CD, the video, you understood now what's happening. That Allah's it's basically videotaping us. It's 100% correct. Now you're gonna see your deed, your actions. You know. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين.